Okay, we got the Eric Chadwick. We should have 3 Grand Prix. Well, we won't have 3. We'll have 2. I'll just repeat that. Just a communication problem. Thank you very much, Nathan Mills. We were due to have 3 Grand Prix hydroplanes. Unfortunately, Benny Clark had that problem a little bit early with the free spin and damage to the boat. We can see Troy Marlin on the water. We normally see him in the big yellow Madness displacement. He's driven for the Burton family for a number of years, and his competitor. What a ding-donger this is we've got coming up, Nathan Mills.
Yes, as we mentioned a bit earlier, 2 of the fastest Grand Prix hydroplanes in the country here this weekend in our unlimited hydroplane race. The Keith Chadwick. So the boat's GP1, which is the white boat, currently on the inside of the course, and the boat Warlord, the yellow boat, on the outside. Warlord campaigned by Troy Marlin. The boat's still owned by the Burton family, who commissioned it in the first place. And the Burton family is still very much involved in the running of this boat. But Troy Marlin, he's the one with his bum in the driver's seat, racing for the Taree Aquatic Powerboat Club. And Grant Harrison in GP1, flying the flag for the Melbourne Runabout and Speedboat Club, based in Melton down in Victoria. Melton does have their own racetrack, but unfortunately it's a bit of a tight course, and there's absolutely no chance you could get a Grand Prix hydroplane around that course. And so Grant normally runs in the bigger lake courses like Lake Epilock, which is run by the Victorian Speedboat Club. And Yarrawonga as well. Both of these boats ran at Yarrawonga just a little bit earlier this year. But we've got Grant Harrison in pole 1 on the inside, Troy Marlin in Warlord on the outside. The flag goes down, the revs come up, the bells come up. Has a flying start down the outside. You can hear those boats revving up and down as they head down the front straight as the prop comes in and out of the water. Pretty evenly matched as they head down the Bankstown helicopters back straight away. Marlin gets the nose out in front on the first lap, but you cannot count Harrison out at any point during this race. As I say that, unfortunately GP1 looks as though it might have been slowing up. It certainly has slowed right up. So a bit of an issue there. But Warlord still at full pace down the front straight away. 3 laps this race. The boats slide around these corners with only the turn fin used to grip the water and get these boats turned around 180 degrees and back down the back straightaway. Absolutely sensational things to watch. Looks as though GP1's back up to a decent amount of speed. But in terms of results of this race, at this point, it looks as though it's going to go towards Warlord. But GP1, after a bit of an issue, back up to full race pace, Craig.
Yeah, I did speak to Grant fleetingly last night, and he did say that they didn't get their propellers in time for the EC Griffith Cup and the like. So these first couple of races might be out there testing, but he's certainly back on race pace as we speak. Look at Marlin coming round Seacoil Marine. What a photo that'd be. So Marlin coming up to take the checkered flag over Grant Harrison. And that is heat 1 of the Eric Chadwick. That first time going down Bankstown helicopters where they were side by side, Nathan, can you imagine where we are, they're on the opposite side along the Princess Highway? Someone's looking out their window and they see all this wall of water and spray. What the hell is going on in Cogra Bay? Well, but Troy certainly got the jump there. He held back a bit and then really ironed it out late on. But I tell you what, these guys haven't finished by any means. And I would say with Grant buttoning off halfway through, I certainly think, as he said to me yesterday, they've got a couple of propeller choices, and that you might have used that first heat to try that out.
Yes, as you mentioned, some lucky person looking out their back window in the apartment across the other side of the bay there. What a sight indeed. They would have got a pretty good view of the 101 incident earlier today too, the flat spin, and as we saw a whole heap of water, a couple of tons of water get thrown into the air after, as we heard from Ben, something sort of let go in the back of the boat, so something in relation to the steering or the rudder or something like that, unfortunately let go. So GP1 having to do another bit of a cool down lap. Both of these boats going into the jetty to be craned out, but fantastic result and very strong, confident run by the Warlord team. So this race being unlimited hydroplanes, probably the best time to mention some thoughts and condolences out to the Radburn family, a staunch hydroplane racer from back as far as the 60s and 70s was Des Radburn, who used to run in 6-litre hydroplanes and previously unlimited hydroplanes for quite literally for decades. Des Radburn, he made it to I think he was 91 or 92 years old and only passed away just a week or so ago.